Welcome, everybody, to this new session of Alicia's Word. You are well aware that at this moment I'm on a well deserved holiday. My family and I enjoying our vacation time together. And I made this pre recording just to say hi and keep in touch with you. Like most of you know, I'm also live at CT Ministry at the moment and at SS Ministry at the moment. I'm so thankful for these ladies for having me on their platforms. And I'm so grateful for every single one of you for tuning in and watching what I have to say today. And today I want to talk to you about making memories. And is um, it's special making memories with your family. So like I told you, I'm on a well-deserved holiday. Me and my family, all of our, the whole family, all four of us, we really needed this vacation time because I told you about our busy schedule. Um, my husband works full time. He has this, besides working for an employer, he has his own business on the side. I have my own business on the side. I have this ministry. We have two small children. These two small children, they play sports at a high level. So we have a really busy schedule. We are trainers and coaches. So every now and then you need some time to, how do you say that? Um, Let me see what if I'm doing this right. Yeah, every now and then you need some time to rest, to recharge your battery. And I'm also talking to you about taking your rest and making sure you get enough rest so you are ready for the things that are to come, and you need to take rest so Papa can give you new ideas. But not only that, you need to make memories with your loved ones, and that's what we are doing at this moment. We are making new memories. I don't know if I told you once. I was just in a store, and I had to buy some things to take with us on the flight to our destination. And the store also sells children's toys. And the lady was like, wow, you are leaving this store without buying your children toys. I cannot leave any store without buying my children toys. And I was like, oh, first of all, they are not the boss in the household. But second of all, they don't really play with toys. They play with their Lego, and that's kind of it. They like to draw, they like to paint, um, they like to program. So they have different kind of hobbies that doesn't really that it does they don't really use the toys. Yes. So I was like, okay, but my children, they rather have me spending the money on trips and good food than on toys, because they know they are not going to play with the toys that long. They are not going to enjoy it for that long. So they rather have us take trips with them. So they are really used to traveling. We used to go. We used to spend weekends away once a month, while when they were younger, and now since they have to play games, it's a little less. But every free weekend we try to go somewhere with the family, because we are all about making memories, collecting memories, having experiences with each other, spending time with each other. So this is what our holiday is about also. Discover new things. We are traveling to a destination they have been before, but they were like 10 months old and uh, almost, yeah, 18 months old. No, 2.5 months old. Uh, no, that's what I was not. No, I'm so sorry. 10 months old and 2.5 years old. I'm so sorry about the confusion. So they don't really have memories of that vacation, but they see the photos of the destination, and they hear us talk, because that's where Joshua started walking. And we were like sitting. We were all was during the holidays. The Christmas holiday, and we were sitting on the ground, and we were spending time with family, and the whole family was wrapping up gifts for Christmas for so we can put them under the Christmas tree. And all of a sudden, my cousin comes downstairs and he says, "Auntie, look who I found upstairs." And I was like, and he was holding Joshua, and I was like, "Okay, okay, so give him back to me. It's okay." And a couple of minutes later, we continued wrapping the gifts, and I just saw him in the corner of my eye. He stood up and he walked away. So he never hesitated. He just stood up and walked away at 10 months old. So that's a fun memory for me and my husband. So we talk about it, like how he surprised us, because we always thought he had spaghetti legs. You know what I mean? Like the shaky little legs. We were always like, oh my God, this boy is not stable on his feet. And he just got up and he walked. So it's so beautiful. And now it's the first time they can go and they um, can experience the surroundings we are going to. We're going to spend some time. We are spending time with our family again, and we are going to collect memories. So why am I telling you this? Sometimes our schedules are so busy. Our schedules are so over the top. Your career, your spouse, your children. Maybe you already have grandchildren. Maybe you are still in school. You know, everything demands so much time. Everything we do, it takes so much of our time. And uh and we are talking about obligations here, and sometimes the obligations weigh so heavy on our hearts and on our shoulders, and we tend to forget to enjoy life, because that's a huge part. It's a really important part of life. We need to enjoy. We are so focused on the tasks and the obligations we have, that we forget to take a step back and enjoy. Enjoy your family, enjoy your spouse, enjoy your children, enjoy your grandbabies, enjoy your work, the study you are doing. Enjoy it and make memories, because time goes by so fast. Life goes by so fast. In a blink of an eye, the whole year, it's a new year. It's the same with the children. I was talking about my babies. The last time we took them to this destination we are at now, they were babies, and in a blink of an eye, they are 9 and 10 year old. I don't know when that happened. And when you are too occupied with the things from outside, so let's establish this together. Your first ministry in life is your family. That's the most important thing Papa gave you, the biggest responsibility, the biggest ministry uh, you have in life, your family. Yeah. So we how do you say it? We tend to forget that, because of all of our obligation, we tend to forget that we need to enjoy our families. We need to spend time together. We need to make memories together. Sometimes life is so overwhelming, and sometimes you don't know how. But I'm telling you, go in your secret room, go wherever you need to go, take your rest, so you can appreciate the small things in life, right? Because we are sometimes so overwhelmed with all the things that come with the career, with having the family, that we don't appreciate the small things. We don't take time to look at the small stuff. I was telling in a teaching, I don't know which one it was, about me being lonely. Um, I became a stay-at-home mom. I think I told you that before, because my husband, when I got pregnant, finally, so I tried to get pregnant a couple of times, and the babies didn't make it. And finally, I got pregnant. And when I got pregnant, my husband was like, "So now you can stop working." And I was like, you are delusional. I'm never going to stop working. I want to be a working mom. I don't want to be a stay-at-home mom. And he was like, no, I need you to stay home with our child. And I was like, no, how can you say that? That's so old-fashioned. And me and my big mouth. And I was working on a contract. And when I was pregnant, I was 5 months pregnant. They told me they were not going to renew my contract. So I did not have a choice. I became a stay-at-home mom at the beginning, at the first stage, just of my child's life. So I didn't have a choice. By the time I was enjoying being a stay-at-home mom, but after a while I was like, maybe I should go back to work. I was thinking about it, and I got pregnant right away. I, I was pregnant after 9 months again. So um, I didn't have any choice. So I had to stay home, and I was a stay-at-home mom for 6 years. And don't get me wrong, it was the best time ever, because I raised my children and I made memories with them. I taught them all the things they knew. I had so much time on my hands with them. But the other thing is, I never use baby language. I always talk to my children like they are intelligent creatures, because I don't believe in using baby language. Oh, I don't do that. I speak proper Dutch with my children, because I always I, when I s- s- yeah that's judgmental. Sometimes when I see children that don't speak proper Dutch, I'm like, that's because you baby them, so it's just mental. So I didn't want them to go through that. I wanted them to know how to pronounce words, what the correct word was, uh, and I didn't want them to be confused with baby language. But the thing is, the only thing I did 24/7 was talk to children. My husband had a full-time job. He still does, by the way. And he was away. Nowadays, he works from home. Back then, he worked from the office. And that's a good thing. But he was away the biggest part of the day. So he left the house at 7 and he came back at 5 p.m. Okay. And I was alone with the children and I had the best time. But I didn't really speak to grown-ups during that time. So he came and he came home, and then he wanted to spend time with his babies. Perfect, because he really loves his baby. He's a hands-on dad, so he really loved that. And then by the time we were done with everything, because I fix dinner and then we eat, then we clean, and then we take the babies to bed. But I had an all-nighter. The youngest, didn't want to go to sleep. He was up all night. So when they went to bed at first, I went to bed also, because I needed my rest. I needed to have the rest. And I didn't really speak to people, to grown people. And at one moment, I got so, I don't think it was depression yet, but if I didn't break out of the cycle, I think depression would have entered, because I was so tired and I was so um, overwhelmed with not being able to have a proper conversation. Even though I speak proper Dutch with my children, you don't have proper conversations with a 1 and 2 year old or 3 year old, because that's not always possible. So it was kind of hard for me. And it wasn't always fun being a stay-at-home mom. Not because I didn't love spending time with my children, because you don't please don't get me wrong. My biggest hobby in life is spending time with my family. Like, all the people are so happy when the children go to school. I'm not. I miss my children. I miss them. I miss having them around me. And after school, when they have activities, I'm like, can I go? Because they are really my best friends. So I love spending time with them. But it was hard not spending time with adults, and not speaking, having normal conversations with people. So I got overwhelmed, and I was trying to make a point, but I lost the point. I'm so sorry, but I'm going somewhere. Trust me. Um, like I love the fact, it was about making memories, of course. I love the fact that I made so much memories, so many memories with my children. Like I had the time, I had the opportunity to spend time with them. I was near depression because I told you why. Um, it was much, but it was the most rewarding thing I did in my life. I made memories with my children, and my children remember. They still know that I took my time and spent time with them. After a while, I started working again, and I worked 4 days a week, and it was fun and games. We had a lot of money, spare money, and um, but it did not add up. Like I can have all the money in the world, but not spending enough time with my children. So I had to stop working. I quit my job. But soon after quitting my job, Papa told me, he put on my heart to start a ministry, and I was postponing it. Like I postponed it for a while. I need to be honest with you, of course. And after a while, he told me it's time to go. So I started it, and now work, of course, because it's a part-time job, because it costs me a lot of time and a lot of effort and energy. Um, but I'm still able to spend the time with my children and make memories with them. So when there's activity at the school of my children, I'm the first mom to assign, because I want to do that. So I want to make the point that your first ministry is your family, and sometimes you do not have the opportunity to stay at home. So I'm not being judgmental, so don't come for me, because I'm coming from love. But some people, they need to work full time because they don't have any other option. So I know, and I praise God for your strength. Thank you, Jesus, that He gives you strength every day so you can face every day. But don't forget to take a step back every now and then and enjoy what Papa gave you. He gave you life. He gave you children. He gave you your ministry, of course, your calling. Um, but take your time out also to enjoy what Papa made. Like my children and I, and my husband and I, we love making memories. We love taking trips, but we also love nature. Just go into take a walk in the forest, in the woods, and just appreciate the flowers and the trees he made. Like he made everything to perfection. Everything did our Papa made, he spoke into existence, is perfect. Take your time and enjoy that. If you don't have children, make memories in a different manner, different way, but take your time out and enjoy everything. It's so important because time goes by so fast. I'm telling you, like I can remember leaving high school. It feels like 2 years ago, but it's like way more years. So most of you can relate. It's a long, long time ago leaving high school, and it still feels like 2 years ago. But like what my oldest son told me? Oh, mom, you're getting gray hair, and I was like, okay, yeah, I do. And he was like, mom, look, 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 it looks like barbed wire. I was like, oh, dude, you are so rude. And then he noticed that it wasn't that rude though, and they can say whatever they want to say, but always with respect. And he was like, "Oh, mom, but doesn't matter. But Papa's beard is grayer than your hair." And I was like, "Oh, that's cool for your daddy." But mom, it looks like barbed wire, right? And I was like, it stands like this. It goes in every direction. And I was like, okay, just rub it in, rub it in. You need rubbing oil, rub it in some more. So high school is a long time ago. So life goes by too fast. But even take your time and call your mom. Take your time and make that phone call. That longtime friend, let me tell you this. Sometimes Papa God put somebody on your heart, and we don't know why the person was put on your heart. Take your time and make that phone call, because you could save a life. Take the time to make a phone call. Maybe it's the last time you can talk to that person. Just take your time and make the memories. Like I lost a friend of mine last year, and she was my friend in high school, She's a close friend. And after high school, I went to separate. We both went our separate ways. And she lost her life last year. She had a baby, 3 months, 3 month year old baby, and she just didn't wake up in the morning. She was gone. Her life was over. But 6 months before that, we met, and she was like, Alicia, why don't we ever meet up again? And I was like, I don't know, to be honest. She was like, we need to do better, because we were really close friends. We need to do better. Let's make an appointment in the nearby future. And I was like, okay, let's do that. But me being busy, and I've still children, and it never came to pass. And now she's gone. So I will never have the opportunity to meet her again, you know? And then you can say, don't have regrets. I don't want to say I have regrets, but the thing I have is the regret that um, I'm not always taking in consideration what I'm telling you now, because Papa puts it on my heart to talk to you about. And it's always preaching to the choir. But take your time out to reach out to people, because you don't know what life you're going to save. You don't know the difference you are going to make in their lives. But sometimes the blessing is not for them per se. Sometimes they are going to bless you. So this is the whole teaching. I need you to be mindful about making memories. Making memories is so important in life. It's not only about completing that task, uh, going toward that task, going toward that goal. Sometimes we need to take a step back and make memories. So thank you for everybody that is watching, and I'm so grateful for you. Don't forget, I'm live on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 1 p.m. Central European Time. During my absence, Chanel is going to take over a couple of days, and the days she is not able to attend the Alicia's Word Live show, I'm gonna broadcast these pre-recorded sessions. So tune in. Don't forget to set your alarm. Don't forget to put it in your calendar, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I need to bring to everybody's attention, my husband started a GoFundMe page for me and my ministry, because for now I am using the equipment of Saturday Evening Church, and I'm so grateful for Saturday Evening Church for lending their equipment to me. But I need to buy my own equipment, and I never felt in the spirit to start my own GoFundMe, because I don't know, Papa didn't tell me, because my husband told me to start a GoFundMe like a couple of months ago, and I was like, no, it didn't feel good in the spirit. And this week he was like, Alicia, it doesn't matter. I started the GoFundMe, because you need a laptop, you need a camera, you need a couple of things, and we need more things. There's a list, and it was like, I'm going to start a new GoFundMe. And at first I was like, because I find it hard to ask stuff for myself, because I can tell you, you can bless my ministry. That I don't feel, how do you say that? It doesn't matter. I can tell you, you can bless my ministry. Under this video, you can find a link to my PayPal. I can tell you that, but I find it hard to ask stuff for myself. So I would not start a GoFundMe for myself. But when he told me, I did it. It felt good in my spirit. So in the spirit, so I made him go through with it, and I'm gonna post the link to the GoFundMe page, so you can, if Papa puts on your heart to donate, I appreciate every euro, every dollar, every cent. But if he puts on your spirit to donate, you can find the page. And of course, if you want to bless the ministry, I'm telling you, it's under this video. And I appreciate every single one of you. And I'm so happy that I was able to pre-record this for you. And I'm so happy to see you next time live again, when I'm back in the Netherlands, when I'm back home, and after I made a lot of memories with my family. So I see you next time, and I cannot wait